kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 fourth down attempts. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And looking for a big play here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking for his back. Looks left and finds his target there. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
A handoff from the shotgun. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? First and goal, handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. He's looking to throw. And the completion made. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great catch and run for 6.
Bruce, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pressure is coming. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a huge deficit. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. 25. Offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum in the defense. Make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Handoff to the single back. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. And the Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Razorbacks. There was no catching him that time. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Look out, room to run here. So they miss it from 51 yards, and the offense will take over from the 34. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, pass caught, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught in the flat by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Choosing to return the punt. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Toss play, running right. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. The receiver grabs it, and they get the conversion there. Set up now, 1st down at the 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. So it's Arkansas in front. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Pitches to the back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, I'm going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Razorbacks are on the move here. And in first down, they go right back to him. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. You know, run it here. That's the running back with the ball. End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? And how about that? They convert the block PAT into 2 points and extend their lead. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Cardinals offense is back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the runner takes off to his right. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Razorbacks. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Bringing pressure. On the move now. Catch made on the right side.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double.
Here's the throw deep downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. That's out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big...
Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive extending first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They've got a long drive going now, aided by that penalty flag. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Pointing toward the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Here's the handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff on a counter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.